someone had been captured by the guards. I thought it was you. I created a quick little diversion in the kitchen to get their attention, but it's not going to keep them occupied for long. I'm gonna have to get you out of these ropes before they have a chance to bring you down to the dungeon. You know, it was very, very sweet of you to come sneak in here and pay me a visit, but it was also a little foolish. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only your ego. Well, better your ego than your skull. Egos I can cure. Cairo is such a brute. If only his brain was a fraction of the size of his biceps. You know, that's what I like about you. You're so different than anyone else in this village. You have such a sharp mind, and you're like such an old soul. I know that your life circumstances haven't put you in the best position, but I know that you are capable of so much more. And I am going to help you accomplish what I believe is your potential. Oh, you know, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I am very good at reasoning with my father. You're not the only one with brains in this outfit. However, first things first, we need to get you out of here. So, just around this corner, there's a secret corridor that my father has built to escape the palace that only the immediate family knows about. The guards don't know about it. So, I'm going to tiptoe over and open the passageway. And I'm gonna need you to follow me, alright? I'd say we probably only have about another minute or two before they get back here. So once we get into the corridor, you're gonna have to hide there until sunset. I'm sure they're gonna spend quite some time searching for you, but they'll never know where you are. And then at sunset, I'm gonna come get you. I'm going to lead you down the corridor. So the tunnel goes underneath the castle, and then it comes up into the courtyard. And it's behind some shrubbery. So we're going to come out there at dusk, once things have sort of died down a little bit. And I'm going to show you how to escape. You may have to change your appearance briefly for a while. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be some new catastrophe that'll grab everyone's attention shortly. I think I hear footsteps, so I think we better get going now. Here, follow me to the passageway. We can just leave those there. You'll be safe in here. No one will ever think to look for you in here. So this corridor goes for miles, all twisted, windy passages that my father had trained us to memorize when we were children. Nobody else knows they exist. The guards have no idea they exist. It's just me, my mother, and my two siblings. We're the only people that know these corridors even exist. So you are completely safe. You are gonna need to stay here though, for the time being, until the sun sets. At which time I'll come back and get you. And I'll help you escape. But you're just gonna have to sort of like spend a little bit of time in here. It was very brave of you to come and try to see me. I don't think anyone's ever risked been thrown into a dungeon for me before, so bonus points for that. Do you like reading? There's a couple of old books in here that maybe can just help you pass the time while you're waiting. When I was a little girl, I used to like to just come into this room just to get away from everyone. It's just so quiet in here. Nobody would know where I was. Just enjoy little escapes from people from time to time. And I would always lose myself in these books. It reminds me of being a kid, being in here. Let's see, which one is this? This is a great story. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Sort of a suspenseful thriller, if you're into that sort of thing. I don't know if we've ever talked about that before. What type of books do you enjoy reading? Oh, wow. So look at you, such a Renaissance man. You write poetry as well. I'd love to read them sometime. Hopefully one day I'll inspire some. If I haven't already. No, I was not lying at all before when I said that I know you're capable of great things. You're capable of very, very big things. You know, I've always had this talent. My family would say it was like a third eye, where I can look at people and just sort of see their potential. It's not exactly being a psychic, but I can look at someone and know what they're capable of achieving. And as soon as I saw you the very first time, I knew that you were capable of much, much more than your current circumstances. And I really want to help you achieve this. I think that if we work together, I can convince my father to let you come work for him. And once you gain his trust, and once he sees how absolutely brilliant you are and how your mind works, I know he's gonna find you completely indispensable. And then we'll be able to be together. It's just going to require you to lay low for a little bit. All of this will die down. No one really got a super good look at you, did they? So at some point, once you've escaped, I'm gonna come to your place. I'm gonna cut your hair. We'll shave your beard. I'll bring you new clothes. We're gonna present you as a brand new man. And I'm gonna convince my father to have a meeting with you. And you can tell him all of your theories on how to run this city. Everything that you've explained to me. You have so many brilliant ideas. It's just a matter of getting the right person to listen to them. But I think that you could be instrumental in rebuilding and reshaping this entire kingdom. And perhaps finally making this a sort of utopia. You know, the unfortunate thing about our society is, you know, if you're not dressed the right way, if you don't present yourself in the right way, then no one listens to your ideas and takes you seriously. But we're gonna change that, because I know that you're filled with brilliant, brilliant ideas. And it's time that the whole world hears them. Alright, so you wait here. Do some reading, take a nap, relax. I'll keep the guards busy. And perhaps create some new catastrophe to distract them from the escaped prisoner. This is a good one. I think that you'll enjoy this one. It was a favorite of mine as a teenager. Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Is there anything I can bring you when I come back? I'm gonna have to stay away from this area for a while. Like an hour or two. I just don't want anyone to see me near this corridor. But when I do return, I'll bring you some food and some water before we make our great escape. I'm sad that we have to cut your hair. You have such nice hair. But it'll grow back. And it's all worth that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's actually been passed down to me from my grandmother. These used to be hers, and then she gave them to my mother. And then when I turned 18, my mother gave them to me. All sorts of precious gems and jewels inside them. The legend is that they were found inside a chest that washed up on shore. Yeah, perhaps they are, stolen goods from pirates. But nonetheless, they're very, very beautiful. You've always appreciated beauty in all things. But beauty can also be found in some places that you least expect to find it. And it's always better to find it when you don't expect to. Just like I didn't expect to find all these qualities in you. I am really grateful that we crossed paths that one day in the marketplace. Ended up changing the entire course of my future. I should get back and help join the search party as to not raise any suspicion. You just lay low, and I promise I'll be back for you in about 2 hours or so, okay? able to create a diversion quicker than I thought. I told the guards that I heard word of an angry mob forming near the marketplace, so they went off to investigate that. Stay close to the house. Alright, so now when we get around this corner, you're gonna see a rose garden. And near the statue in the rose garden, there's a secret little passageway in the ivy that you can crawl through, and it'll lead you to the other side. So crawl through right there, and then I will meet you in 2 weeks